Welcome everyone to MSI Cooldown. I'm Sjokz, joined by Caedrel and Lyric as we get the images again of RNG winning MSI 2021. The trophy lift. It's great to see. I think we have a lot to talk about, and specifically Game 5. But I'm going to go to Lyric first, obviously, as the LPL caster who had faith in RNG from the very beginning. How happy are you that they brought it home?
It was a little bit close, but, you know, overall great for RNG. I think especially massive shout out to Xiao, who we mentioned earlier. First player to win 2 international trophies in 2 different roles. It's a long time coming for this team, and it was awesome.
It was. It's been a while now since we've seen the last game because we had the wonderful trophy lift as well. But there was a big draft difference, I think we have to say, in Game 5. And I asked right before Game 5, is there enough left in the tank in terms of champion diversity for RNG? And the answer was yes, because Damwon, I don't know what their approach was actually in that last game.
I really didn't like Damwon's draft personally. You're playing like this poke-esque comp with Varus, Jace, Aatrox as your kind of main source of carries against Nocturne, Leona, Udyr, Gragas. They have so much engage alongside a Kai'Sa, and you're trying to play a poke comp into it, especially when you only really have a winning early game at best. I think the Tahm Kench third pick was really good to defend the Varus, but I think from there, you need to pick a weak side top like a Sion or an Ornn, and then just pick a mage and just go for fights. But it feels like a poke comp into this much engage. It's just not going to work.
At the top of the day, we said RNG can be a chameleon if they need to, Lyric, and it looks like in Game 5, they gave us again a different look. We had Cryin on the Nocturne mid to negate a lot of what was coming out from Damwon. It was really nice to see their evolution throughout this best of 5.
Yeah, it's crazy to think, because if there was one place I didn't think there'd be an adaptation, it would be the mid lane.
Yeah.
And then for them to come out after everyone saying, oh, RNG isn't this really aggressive LPL team, and completely smash the early game, it was something else.
Which is crazy to me, because Damwon absolutely smashed them in Game 4, so then RNG come back and throw an even harder punch against them, and I don't know, they're on the base turrets almost 20 minutes into the game. What a great performance from RNG.
Yeah, it was really crazy. It was super, super impressive also, of course, to the coaching staff, you know, taking down the world champion, as we saw their resilience yesterday, just yesterday, but today there wasn't enough left in the tank, and RNG win. I think this RNG win is really cool for the rest of the season, for the rest of the League of Legends year, right? Because you have this budding, or this, I don't have to say budding, this rivalry between the LCK and the LPL that is just magnified once again. Now LPL takes this title.
Yeah, and this best of 5 didn't only cement the best of 5 win here, it cemented the best of 5 of MSI titles, right? Both 2-2, now the LPL is 3-2 in MSI titles. They won the series here 3-2 as well. And I think when you look forwards to Worlds, you even question marks at the start of the tournament. Well, RNG, they made it here, but I think FPX could have made it here. EDG could have made it here. And then when you go to Worlds and you have these 3 powerhouse teams, you may expect maybe even RNG don't win summer. You never know. And then you come into Worlds and it's just Damwon versus the world essentially then. So LPL are definitely going to have a even better showing at Worlds perhaps.
No, that's a great point, because RNG throughout the playoffs, you know, got knocked down to that lower bracket. People thought there's no way they're going to make it back, but they do. But it's true, Lyric. The LPL just has such a depth of strong teams that can come to the international stage. So it must make you very, very excited.
Yeah, I think other regions have to be scared. I think any team in our top 7, you can send, and sure, maybe they don't win, but they're going to contend, right? Caedrel already listed the EDGs, the FPXs, even top esports went to Game 5 with RNG. So, yeah, I think the LPL talent pool's a little bit scary for other regions.
Yeah, 7 teams sounds scary, but now the LPL has 4 seeds at Worlds, so we're screwed.
Yeah. Okay, let me actually read that so I don't mess this up. Because with their win, RNG has earned the LPL a 4th spot at Worlds 2021. And additionally, after Damwon Kia's 2nd place finish at MSI, the LCK is now ranked 2nd in historical performance. So they will also have a 4th spot at Worlds. Oh dear, all other regions.
The West is sweating.
Oh God.
The West is so scared now. But I mean, I think it is deserved, right? If you obviously look at the system is correct in how it is calculated, but it is also deserved if you look at kind of recently how that rivalry between the LCK and the LPL has been budding. But it is interesting to me because we've said now it was Damwon and then LPL and then the rest of LCK. That's kind of what we said after Worlds, right? How far is Damwon ahead of the pack, Lyric? Now they lose this Game 5 and they lose this MSI title. It's kind of put everything on its head.
Yeah, it definitely does. I still don't think it feels too bad for Damwon, right? Because, heck, had one game gone differently, it would still be kind of the same story of, okay, Damwon, then LPL, and then the rest. So I think Damwon have some easy, maybe not easy, but some, like, obvious weaknesses that they can work on with, in regards to their bot lane and things like this. But yeah, they obviously have a little bit to work on if they do want to contend for a back-to-back world championship.
And that's a big thing. I think Damwon have a lot of time now till Worlds. Maybe they need a small break here after going to World Finals, now MSI Finals. Maybe burnout is a factor, but I think there's definitely a lot to learn from this MSI for them, especially regards to the bot side, how they want to draft and how they want to play around the map. And I think that their strong points in mid-jungle are always good fundamentals going forwards into Worlds, but I think there's a lot to learn.
Yeah, and that's exactly what MSI is for, and I think we really felt that when MSI couldn't happen last year. So many teams say that they look out for that, not just the teams going, but what they bring back to the region and what they can put into their own development as what the other teams can learn from that they come back to. 4 seats for the LPL. Basically, EU can get like 3-0'd by 4 different teams now. That's really great, guys. We're so excited.
Wow, thanks, guys.
Thanks. Amazing. But of course, the next international tournament will be Worlds 2021 in China, and the final will take place in the Universiade Sports Center. I don't know if I said that correctly. On November 6th in bustling Shenzhen, the leading innovation and technology hub of China. The 60,334 capacity stadium is home to Shenzhen FC, the Chinese professional football club that competes in the Chinese Super League. So we're heading back to China, so hopefully a lot of extra motivation for everyone, but it's kind of crazy that we're halfway across the year already. I want to do a small kind of wrap up of MSI and everything. Lyric, what have been your favorite moments of MSI, probably including the RNG win?
I mean, the RNG win takes the cake, but I think the other thing that stands out to me is just the fact of teams like Mad Lions stepping up to go to 5 games with Damwon, and teams like PSG being a complete surprise from a region that honestly has been struggling, like PCS, DFM taking games. It definitely looks like all regions are kind of closing the gap, as has kind of been memed for years.
Curse words.
Yeah, and a huge tournament for the LCO, right? The OC actually making it to the second round of an international event for the first time ever. Okay, they didn't look that competitive, but they beat C9. They made it there. There's a lot to celebrate for them. Everything's relative, right? RNG winning the tournament's a huge thing, but for Pentanet, this was also a great success.
Yeah, exactly. And all the teams can take things back and hopefully be stronger at Worlds. And I'm just happy that we had MSI. I mean, I feel like, I don't want to say it, but the light at the end of the tunnel seems like it is nearing. And the fact that we had MSI, we were able to pull off this production thanks to people for the English broadcast, at least in Seoul, in Shanghai, in Berlin, and in Los Angeles is really, really crazy. So thank you so much for everyone that contributed to a wonderful MSI. And also thank you to all the regional teams that cover these leagues, right? That we don't hear as much about and cover the smaller leagues and give us those English broadcasts. Thank you all so much. And last but not least, thank you all so much for joining us on this epic journey. And as we sign off, let's take a look back at the best moments in the Axe Effects highlights. Week of MSI 2021 taking place in Reykjavik, Iceland. RNG and PSG Talon are arriving at the arena. Mad Lions, Europe's newest champions, face an absolute titan as they take on Damwon Kia in our second semi-final.
We know Gala always plays on a knife's edge.
And RNG win a crucial team fight here in Game 4. It's a 2-for-0, make it a third and River. He's gonna dry up as well. But into the back line comes the rest of the squad. 2 for 1 so far, but grab a third.
Armor's gonna have to flash away, but the ignite from Khan is enough. He's ticking. Khan will take the tower shot. Khan dies, and Armor survives.
Dago gets 1K shutdown. The rookie substitute, and he gets pushed back and he nearly had it, but a triple kill saves the entire series. Going down. Ryan's about to die. Quadra kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. become your MSI champions of 2021.
The LPL are kings again.
Where were you when the West rose up? SK Telecom continue to rule the world. Fuzi goes godlike.